Assalamu alaikum, grade 5. This is the summary video for today lesson. Subject Science, lesson 6.6, exploring the solar system, lesson 6.7, exploring the star. Page numbers 92 until 95, and homework for today 52 and 53. So let's start. The solar system consists of the sun, which is a star, and 8 planets. You can see here, these are 8 planets and the stars also. So these are all solar system. The diagram show the solar system. Earth is one of the planet. Number 3, this one you can see here. This is the Earth. So there are also many moons. Our moons is one of these. Our moon is one of these. Each planet have their own moon. A comet is a lamp of ice and dirt that move in the large orbit around the sun. Because Mars and Jupiter are rocky objects called asteroid that orbit the sun. When rock and particles from space enter Earth's atmosphere, we call them meteor or shooting stars. Meteorite or shooting stars. So how scientists discovered the solar system? An Egyptian astronomer called Ptolemy described how the moon, sun, and planet and star revolve around Earth. The Indian astronomer Varham Mehra and Brahma Gupta supported the concept of a spherical Earth and planet. The astronomer Aryabhata 1476 until 550 CE agreed that the Earth was spherical, like a circle, and stated that the apparent rotation of the planet was a result of the actual rotation of the Earth. So 500 years ago, a Polish astronomer called Copernicus observed that movement of the planet and decided the Ptolemy was wrong. He wrote the book saying that the Earth and all other planets move around the sun. First, they are thinking all these things moving around the Earth, but the new scientist he cancelled the previous or recent or said that the previous theory was wrong. Earth and all other planets around the sun, moving around the sun. For the long time, nobody believed him. So 400 years ago, the Italian astronomer Galileo used the newly invented telescope to study the sky. He noticed that Venus had different sides lit up by the sun at different times. So this means that Venus must move around the sun. Galileo agreed with Copernicus. What about the activity, research, the life, and discoveries of an astronomer? Different astronomers have different theories. So choose an astronomer, use the internet or library book. You can do it by yourself. Okay, discovering more about the solar system. In 1960, there was a space race between the US and Russia to send an astronaut to land on the moon. Amazing new equipment has increased our recent knowledge. So from both country, they want to send an astronaut on the moon. So the International Space Station orbit the Earth in space. Scientists live on the board for months doing experiment in space. It carried the Hubble Space Telescope, which takes images of object in outer space. Like this probes are unmanned spacecraft that travel to different planet and moon. They are controlled from a control center on Earth. Probes take image and gather information and send on the Earth. Okay, draw a diagram of solar system of Ptolemy described same like this. This is better. Okay, you can see all the other planet and the sun, sorry, and the stars. This is a solar system according to Ptolemy described. Okay, describe the evidence that Copernicus and Galileo collect to provide that the sun was at the center of the solar system. Obviously, they describe how we know it. Copernicus studied that the movement of the planet, and Galileo had the advantage of a telescope because of telescope. You can say observe about Venus and confirm what Copernicus had seen. Okay, imagine a new project to discover more about the drone, which what equipment will help scientists to find about more. You can also say about telescope, but they will need to send a space. It's many important thing if they send some spacecraft or space probe with an unmanned spacecraft to take images and gather information about the surface of the planet and the gases surrounded it on the planet. Let's start lesson 6.7, exploring the stars. What is the universe? The universe is the whole of the space. It contains billions of stars. If we cannot imagine about one star, how much it's big. There are billions of stars in the in the huge group. Each group is called a galaxy. So how many galaxies are there in the sky? So our solar system is a tiny part of one of these galaxies called the Milky Way. A star cluster is the Milky Way galaxy. This cluster contains hundreds of thousands of stars. We just imagine about one star. So if you think hundreds of thousands of stars, each one is big as a bigger than our sun. So you see, you can imagine the Earth, the sun is very big than our Earth. So there are many stars like this. So you can on the net you need to search about galaxy, about stars. So you can say there is God who create all of these things. So until hundreds year ago, astronomer thought that the universe was not much bigger than the Milky Way galaxy. Then an American astronaut, Edwin Hubble, began to study a distant cloud of gas with a powerful telescope. He discovered that the cloud was a mass of stars. This meant it was another galaxy. Soon many more galaxies were discovered, and it became clear that the universe is genetic, uh, gi- gigantic. Sorry, Hubble wanted to find out whether the universe was getting bigger or not. By observing through telescope over many years, he realized that the universe was expanding, big, making big by itself. For this, we have an experiment. Okay, party blow up the balloon and tie it to the end of the rubber band so that no air escape. Place a few stickers over the balloon, take off the rubber bend and blow the balloon up more. So it's you can see observe it. It's a if you blew it more, so the space between the things it's getting more and more. Telescope. What is a scale telescope we are using nowadays? Different scientists using nowadays. The most important instrument for looking at the stars in the optical telescope. This make distant objects like star look bigger and brighter. Mirror inside the telescope collect the focused light to make images. Okay, this mirror of the Hobby Everly telescope at the McDonald Observatory, Texas, America. Okay, this is light inside the telescope. You can see the telescope, light inside the telescope, and a comet orbit by the Hubble Space Telescopes. Okay, let's solve the side. In this model from activity 6.7, what does the balloon represent and the what do the sticker represent? It's easy. An instrument that make a distinct object like star look bigger and brighter. How does the model show that the universe is expanding? The observatory is located in clear air because it is built on highland, 350 kilometers from the nearest city. This means it is the high. It is the high in the atmosphere and far from the light and pollution of the city. Okay, question two, next part. How do Edwin Hubble collect evidence that the universe was expanding? Very easy. The mirror collect and focus the light from distance stars so that images can be taken. And this you can see this is heavy space telescope. It's like this. Okay, boys, page 52, 53, your homework from activity book. Goodbye, everyone.